For centuries, humanity has searched for answers in sacred texts, ancient prophecies, and stories passed down through the generations. But what happens when a book, a text that promises to unravel the deepest mysteries of the universe, is deliberately excluded from the canon? Imagine a manuscript so powerful, so revealing, that religious authorities throughout the ages have sought to suppress its existence. A book that challenges our notions of angels, deities, and the very origins of civilization. This is the Book of Enoch, a work that has sparked fierce debate and fueled conspiracy theories for millennia. A text that offers a complex tapestry of religious, astronomical, and esoteric ideas, woven together into a narrative that could rewrite history. Its rediscovery, hidden among the dusty desert caves and the Dead Sea Scrolls, was no mere coincidence. It was a revelation, a glimpse into a past that had been intentionally hidden. At the heart of this forbidden narrative lies an enigmatic figure, Enoch. Genesis, the first book of the Bible, mentions him only briefly, almost in a whisper. Enoch walked with God, then disappeared, because God took him to himself. A cryptic phrase that raises more questions than answers. What does "walked with God" mean? And how can someone simply disappear like that? Enoch was the great-grandfather of Noah, the patriarch who would build the ark and save humanity from the flood. He lived for 365 years, a number that resonates with profound symbolism, recalling the solar cycle and perhaps ancient astronomical knowledge. But in the apocryphal texts, Enoch isn't just a name in a genealogy. He's portrayed as a prophet, a celestial scribe, an initiate into the cosmic mysteries. A man who transcended the confines of mortality to access forbidden knowledge. There is not a single Book of Enoch, but a collection of texts attributed to this legendary figure. 3 main works stand out, each offering its own unique perspective on the mysteries of the universe. The first Book of Enoch, also known as the Ethiopic Enoch, is the oldest and most complete. It is a monumental work that sheds light on fallen angels, giants, and celestial journeys. The second Book of Enoch, or Slavonic Enoch, delves into an even more complex cosmology, describing the 7 heavens and the angelic hierarchies. It is a journey through unknown dimensions. Finally, the third Book of Enoch, or Hebrew Enoch, is a highly mystical text, deeply connected to the Merkava, the Jewish tradition of the divine chariot, and to Kabbalah. Here, Enoch himself undergoes a surprising transformation. Yet, despite their depth and revelations, none of these texts has been accepted into the Jewish or Catholic canon. Why? What was so dangerous about them that they needed to be relegated to the shadows? The beating heart of the Enochian narrative is the story of the Watchers, a group of 200 angels who descended to earth. Not as divine messengers, but as transgressors, led by charismatic figures like Semyaza and Azazel. Their landing spot? Mount Hermon, a peak that still exudes an aura of mystery and legend. There, these celestial beings made a pact, vowing to carry out their plan. They intermarried with human women, a forbidden union that gave birth to a monstrous offspring, the Nephilim. Giants in stature and strength, they ravaged the earth, bringing violence and corruption wherever they went. But their transgression was not limited to procreation. The Watchers imparted forbidden knowledge to humanity, secrets that should have remained hidden. They taught astrology, metallurgy, the arts of war, and magic. Even cosmetics and seduction, instruments of vanity and deception, were revealed by these celestial beings. This unprecedented transgression unleashed divine wrath, leading to the decision to purify the earth with the Great Flood. Amid this chaos and corruption, Enoch was chosen. Not to die, but to be taken up into heaven, guided by angels, on a journey that would reveal the secrets of the universe. A mystical ascension without precedent. Enoch passed through 7 celestial levels, each a realm of wonder and horror. The first heaven, where the stars and celestial bodies reside, an immense cosmic machine. The second heaven, a disturbing place, home to malevolent spirits and ethereal prisons. The third heaven, a paradise of light and beauty, where the souls of the righteous dwell. The fourth heaven, the realm of the sun and moon, the guardians of time. The fifth heaven, populated by guardian angels, beings of pure energy. The sixth heaven, where other angels watch over the world, observing humanity's destiny. And finally, the seventh heaven, the most sacred of all. The place where the throne of God resides, an experience beyond all human comprehension. Before the throne of God, Enoch received an extraordinary command. He not only witnessed, but was commissioned to write. 360 books, an encyclopedia of divine knowledge, were dictated to him. These books contained secrets about the celestial cycles, the nature of the human soul, prophecies about the end times, and the revelation of the invisible creation. Knowledge that could have forever changed humanity's perception. But Enoch's story doesn't end there. In some Kabbalistic texts, his transformation is even more radical. Enoch is not only a prophet, but is transfigured into Metatron, the angel closest to the throne of God. Metatron, the prince of the face, the a little YHWH, is the voice of God, the keeper of divine secrets. This metamorphosis suggests a profound connection between the human and the divine, a possibility of ascension that defies all dogma. For some, Enoch's visions aren't just religious metaphors. Proponents like Erich von Daniken and Zacharias Sitchin have proposed a radical interpretation. Enoch encountered not angels, but non-earthly intelligences. According to this theory, the heavens are not spiritual realms, but atmospheric layers or orbital spaces. The throne of God is not a divine seat, but a spaceship, a vehicle of advanced technology. The angels themselves would be interstellar visitors, beings with technology and knowledge far beyond our comprehension. The Nephilim, the giants, would be the result of genetic experiments, hybrids between species. Azazel, the leader of the Watchers, is not a demon, but an alien teacher who imparted advanced knowledge to humanity. Descriptions such as fire, shining metal, voice like thunder, and wheels within wheels are seen as evidence of advanced technology. This perspective transforms the Book of Enoch from a religious text into an account of alien contact, an ancient chronicle of an interaction between humanity and cosmic civilizations. Despite its depth and revelations, the Book of Enoch was deliberately excluded from the biblical canon. Yet, it was cited by many early church fathers, figures such as Tertullian, Origen, and Irenaeus. Why was such an influential, respected text then removed? The decision was made after the Council of Jamnia, around 90 AD, and confirmed by subsequent councils. The official reasons are multiple. His description of a pre-existent Son of Man was too close to the figure of Jesus, perhaps threatening the uniqueness of his divinity. His narrative of physical, not just spiritual, fallen angels challenged emerging doctrines. But perhaps the deeper reason was its divergence from official doctrines, its ability to destabilize the foundations of faith. A text so powerful, so revealing, could undermine ecclesiastical authority. Some conspiracy theorists believe the Vatican still possesses ancient copies of the Book of Enoch, classifying it as a secret text, a secret that could rewrite the history of religion and humanity itself. The Book of Enoch is not only an account of the past, but also a window into the future. Enoch prophesies a final judgment, a time of reckoning for humanity. The righteous will be resurrected, their souls purified and ready for a new beginning. The wicked, however, will be destroyed, their corruption wiped from the face of the earth. God will renew heaven and earth, creating a new world, an era of peace and harmony. The Messiah will triumph, the fallen watchers will be bound, and the unclean spirits will disappear forever. The Son of Man will lead a new era, a world without pain, without suffering, without injustice. A utopian vision, but also a warning about the consequences of our actions. The Book of Enoch leaves us with profound questions that still resonate today. Is it merely an ancient legend, a myth passed down through the centuries? Or is it a key to understanding a hidden history, a truth that has been deliberately concealed? Were the figures described angels, spiritual beings from another realm? Or were they extraterrestrials, visitors from distant stars who interacted with humanity in the distant past? The answer may be more complex than we imagine. Perhaps the Book of Enoch is a bridge between the sacred and the cosmic, a narrative that unites spirituality with the possibility of life beyond our planet. The forbidden Book of Enoch invites us to look beyond accepted narratives, to question what we've been taught, and to search for truth in the shadows. It's an invitation to explore the boundaries of our understanding and ask, what else has been hidden from us? Subscribe to the Secret Revelation channel to stay updated on upcoming videos. Like and leave a comment. Do you believe the Book of Enoch is truly just ancient legend? Tell us what you think.